Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be a very brief kind of like skincare explanation type of video. I have oily, well, combo to oily skin. So some of my skin is really dry and then most of my skin is really oily. So I just wanted to share a few little tips that have really helped me and my skin that I found worked for me. So again, not all of these tips may work for you, but if you want to try them out and see, because with skin, it's kind of like a toss-up. Like it's like a coin toss-up. Like either it's going to work or it's going to completely break you out if you have acne-prone skin, which I do. So I just want to share a few little tips and tricks and show you guys some of the products that I have used to get my skin clear. Now on my face I have blush, obviously you can tell, and I do have a BB cream on, but it is like a very sheer BB cream, so what you're really seeing is my skin for the most part. I have on the NYX BB cream and it doesn't cover up imperfections. Like you can see I still have acne spots here and there, but for the most part my acne is controlled. And I couldn't say the same about 6 months ago or so. My acne was literally controlling my life. Like a year ago I went to a dermatologist. They told me it was stress related because I was having a lot of problems like at work. Like I just didn't really want to be there. My job, I felt like it was just a really negative place at my job, like work wise, and the stress was like overcoming me. If you have stress related acne, the dermatologist told me that products that you find in the drugstore will not help, because you have to kind of find the stress, like what's making you stressed out, and find a way to combat it, and that will be the first step to kind of clearing your skin if you have stress related acne. First thing I want to mention, and I kind of really want to stress, is water. You want to drink as much of this as possible, especially me, because I am dehydrated. I drink a lot of caffeine, so I have to kind of combat that and drink even more water than normal. So make sure you drink a lot of water. This will flush out all of the toxins in your system and it will help. You will see a difference in your skin. Like you will definitely see a difference. So make sure water is your key ingredient. Next thing that I found was, it's very simple. Everybody and their mom says it. I am not a poster child for this though. Sometimes I do slip up and don't do this, but make sure you wipe off your makeup before going to sleep. Very important. I am just showing you what I currently have. I use all different types of makeup wipes, from like the $3 e.l.f. ones to the like $6 Aveeno ones to these. These are just the ones I have right now. They're the Neutrogena makeup remover cleansing towels, and I bought the little case for them so that they don't dry out. But it's so important. Make sure you wash off your makeup at night. Make sure when you go to bed you have a clean sheet, a clean pillow sheet. That is also very important, because if you stay too long with a pillow sheet, like a pillowcase, especially if you don't wash off your makeup, guess what? All that bacteria is on your pillowcase and you're rolling around in it all night, so it's gonna get on your face. Going back to cleaning your makeup off every night, it is so important. Even if all you do is wipe it off with a towel, with like one of the makeup wipes, do it, because it fills your pores, and then the next day, for me at least, I can say the very next day I know, because that's where this little ugly guy came from. I went to sleep without taking off my makeup, and then the next day I was like, oh, I gained a little friend from that. So can't stress it enough. Make sure you take off your makeup. To do that, I just have a few products like the Neutrogena wipes. I also have this Clinique Take the Day Off cleansing milk, which if you saw my Sephora VIB Rouge haul thing, I just bought, but I do have the oil, like the solvent form of this, and I like this. I use it to take off my face makeup. It's not really good for eyes. I learned that the hard way. I put it on my eyes and it stung. But you want to make sure you are getting everything out of your pores. Along with that, I use my Clarisonic. I have a Clarisonic Mia too. You don't need one of these. I have heard mixed reviews. So for me, I find that it does work and it does help clear out my skin, because as you can tell, it's clearer than I normally have it. There are some people, like there's a coworker of mine, she actually said that that's breaking her out even more than she's used to, and she returned it because she just couldn't deal with it. She got another one. I forgot the name. I'll put it down below. Just kind of do your research, see, test it out. I know Sephora has like a return policy. If you buy anything from Sephora, test it out. If you don't like it, return it. Get something else that does suit your skin. I just want to share a few things that I use. I use the Biore Free Your Pores Blemish Fighting Ice Cleanser. I just go to the drugstore and get whatever's there, and this is just what I'm using now, but I like the Clarisonic ones as well. But this is what it looks like. It's really been helping me. It's just getting all of my yuck out of my pores. And then on days, so I use that in the morning, and then I use this when I with my Clarisonic when I take everything off of my face. And this is the Philosophy Purity One Step Facial Cleanser. I really like this because it's smooth, it's not heavy at all, and it really feels like it's working on my skin without making it react. Like, my skin is, I wouldn't call it sensitive to be like completely sensitive, but it is on the more sensitive side than like normal, if you know what I mean. Like, anything can irritate it because it's acne prone. So this does not break me out, and I find that it does like dissolve makeup, so I really like this. Got it from Sephora. So when I do get my facials, which is another good thing to do, is get a facial if you can afford it every like 6 weeks or so. I found mine on Groupon, so I'm not paying an arm and a leg. But getting facials really does help because they get really in there and they recommend things for you, and they tell you like what is going on with your face and how you can like fix it. She recommended in Exfoliators. So before I get into what this one is, she actually told me something that is really important. So if you go through these stores, through like drugstores, even Sephora, Nordstrom, Macy's, wherever, you will come across exfoliators that feel like sandpaper rubbing against your skin. Do not buy these, and that includes like the St. Ives Apricot Scrub, which I was like a huge fan of back in the day. Like, I was legit, like, that was my holy grail exfoliator. You don't want anything like that because it actually does more damage to the skin. And the lady who does my facial, like I said before, she told me, she was like, you don't want anything that goes that hard against your skin because it actually causes more damage, and you'll see like dark spots on it. Like, it's just not good for your skin at all. It actually does more harm than good. So she told me that exfoliators, you should barely feel the granules in them. Like, when you exfoliate your skin, yeah, you should feel it in the sense that you should feel it working, but you shouldn't feel like sandpaper going against your skin and like a whole layer of your skin coming off. So it is the AHA BHA exfoliating cleanser with jojoba beads. This is what it looks like. That's it right there. It's just like a creamy product. It smells really good. I use this once a week. She told me not to use it more than once a week. It smells really fruity. I think it like papaya or something in there. I don't even know. It's citrusy. Okay, yeah, citric acid, grapefruit, orange, apple. Yeah, so that's what it is. The beads, you're probably not going to be able to see this. I don't think my camera will focus that much, but there's like really small tiny beads in there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. And it's so small that you could barely, like, I can barely feel it on my skin. But the next day, like when I wake up, I normally do it in the nighttime. When I wake up, I just feel such a difference in my skin, and I can see it. Like, my skin is glowy. It's just a lot better. Now, for those days that you do have a major breakout and you're just like, oh my god, what the hell am I gonna do? I recommend something like an acne treatment. I have this one. It's from Kate Somverville. It's called EradiKate. I know Mario Badescu has one too. It's like the drying, I don't know what it's called, the drying treatment, I think it is. But this is what it looks like. It's just pink. I don't know if you guys can see that. Just a pink liquid. It has like a two-part to it. You're not supposed to shake it. It's like a topical acne medication, pretty much is what it is. And I just dot it. So what I do is I take a Q-tip, I put it in there, and I just dot it. Now, it has such a strong chemical smell, so I would only use things like that when it's like a huge zit, it hurts maybe. It's just something that like you can't cover up or anything. Yes, things like that. Like, you don't want to do it on every single little pimple because the amount of chemicals in there is ridiculous. So you only want to put it on those major, like, huge, like, you can't see my face, my zit is so big type of pimples. Now, one other thing that I really like is the Witchhazel Astrigent for face and body. This one is Gentle Relief for Oily, Irritated, Red, Damaged, Blemished, or Inflamed Skin. Now, I'm going to be completely, this one is from Dickinson's. I forgot where I bought this. I think it was like CVS or something. To be completely honest, this thing stinks so much. But after I do everything right before I put on my night cream, I don't know, it just kind of makes my skin feel so much like, like it just makes everything feel smooth and relaxed and ready to go to bed. Like it just makes your skin feel really relaxed. So if you have oily skin, acne prone skin, make sure that you have a really good astringent that will help your skin like relax, smooth down, be calm. And Witchhazel is one of the best ones you can get actually, and it's pretty natural and it is really inexpensive. I think I paid $6 for this if I'm not mistaken. I know there's like, this looks like a lot of stuff that I put on my face, but most of it is just to clean things away, so it's not that crazy, I guarantee it. But I do use a night cream every now and then. I don't do it religiously, yikes, but I do love this one. This is from Korres, and it's the Greek Yogurt Advanced Nourishing Sleeping Facial. So now I like this. It doesn't have anything to like combat acne or anything like that, but I do like this. It's just a creamy like white consistency, as you can see here. Oh, and I love the smell. It's like, I don't know, it smells like Greek yogurt pretty much. But I do like this because in the morning my skin feels so soft, like a baby's bottom. Like it is ridiculously soft and it looks more moisturized. Again, I have combination skin, so if you're like completely oily, you shouldn't get this because it doesn't do anything for oily skin. But for my dry patches, it feels so good. And this, I think everyone should have a night cream, like an anti-aging night cream, or if you find one that combats your acne, those are really good to have because it just kind of works while you sleep, and then when you wake up you normally tend to see the difference. Before I put on my foundation, I actually put this on. This is like the first step that I put on before I do any type of makeup, and I put on the Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer. This one has salicylic acid, so it moisturizes dry skin, treats and helps prevent pimples. I really like this one. It feels really like soft. Like when you put it on your skin, it goes into your skin really fast, and it doesn't feel like it's clogging my pores. Like I never have like a mask feeling. It doesn't make my skin feel tight and none of that. This is actually the second bottle that I'm on right now, and I just really like it. Again, it's really inexpensive. I get mine from Target for about like $8 or so. So you should get a moisturizer. First of all, moisturize your face daily. Even though you have acne, oily prone skin, you do need moisturizer on your face. So do not go without moisturizer just because you think, oh my gosh, my face is so oily, I don't need anything making it more oily. Moisturizer you do need. It actually helps combat getting more oily. So yeah, get moisturizer in your life. Just a few other tips that I would recommend for you. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Lay off of a lot of dairy products. The lady who does my facial, she told me that too. She said that dairy products tend to clog pores, and then you see a lot more acne come out of it. So make sure you're eating right too. Drink lots of water, as I said before. Those things do help. Give your skin a breather. Like, don't put makeup on every single day. Like, have at least one day a week where you go all natural. It's good for your skin. It's good for your self-confidence. Everybody needs a natural day, believe you me. I try to go like free of any face makeup at least twice a week. Sometimes it is harder than other days when you're just like, oh, I just want to put on my foundation. But it's good for your skin, and you do need a day off, especially if you're acne prone. Wash your makeup brushes. Like, this is really important. If you're using the same brushes over and over again week after week and you're not washing them and disinfecting them, guess what you're doing? When you have a huge pimple and you're going over it with foundation or whatever, and you're using that brush, and then the day after you're using it, and then the day after, you just keep building bacteria on your face. So make sure, ladies, that you are cleaning your makeup brushes. That is important. You do have to clean your makeup brushes. I clean my makeup brushes once a week. So this is what I do. I clean them, meaning I spot treat them with my Sephora antibacterial spot cleaner. Make sure all the makeup is out, and then you're good to go. I deep clean them, meaning that I wash them. Like, I really go in with a shampoo for them, make sure that they're dry, all that good stuff. I do that once every 2 weeks. So twice a month I deep clean them, and once every week I just spot treat clean them. And then the last thing that I would say is just don't overdo it with mattifying products. I went crazy. I had a mattifying primer, a mattifying foundation, a mattifying powder. I had so many things, like a mattifying cream. I was going crazy with it, and because of that my skin was overproducing oil because I kept trying to control the oil, and my skin was like, alright, either you're gonna let me have your natural oil come out, or I'm gonna overproduce oil because you keep taking it away. And that's what was happening. So notice, especially on my T-zone, that in like 2 hours of me wearing foundation, it was so oily. It looked like I like dunked my forehead in oil. Like, it was really gross. But it was because my skin was like, yo homie, ease up on these mattifying products because you're making me overproduce oil. So I have since eased up on it, and I have seen a huge difference. Like, when I put on foundation, I can last a whole day now without having to powder my skin, and without having to see like the oil slick that used to happen on my face. So if you feel like you have really like oily skin, try easing up on mattifying products if you're using a lot of them, because that may be what's causing that. Yeah, those are all my tricks and tips. And of course, visit your dermatologist. They know best and they know what to prescribe for you. I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not a doctor, so some of these some of these tips and tricks might work for you and some of them will not. Always consult with your doctor before doing anything drastic. But one thing that everybody can do is eat better and drink lots of water. Try that first, see what's going on. Maybe it's the diet that's causing you to break out. Lay off of the dairy because that clogs your pores. And yeah, so let me know in the comment section if you found this useful or helpful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Oh, and I will leave all of the products that I showed down below like always. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.